Hey everyone, Face here. Happy to say that finally getting my ass back to work on my 262. I've got the fuselage assembled. I need to work on the seam a little bit on the upper side, which I'm actually, I've gotten a little bit ahead of myself. I wanted to document the construction up to this stage a little bit more than I did. As part of Modeling 101, but I just kind of got ahead of myself. But you can see along the spine along there, there's a bit of a seam that needs to be fixed, and I'll talk a little more in detail about how to take care of that in the next actual full episode, which will be this week, because I'm about set at where I'm going to leave this for right now. I'm going to get some work done on it probably tomorrow, and I'm going to try and shoot it while I'm working. Basically, how to deal with the seam is the primary element of what I'm going to be working on. Because, like I said, I just kind of got ahead of myself in what I was planning on doing. I glued the cockpit tub and the gun bay. You can see the hatch on the gun bay isn't glued down, so you can see inside it there. I glued those two parts to the inside of one half of the fuselage, and then without thinking, when I woke up this morning, I just glued the other half of the fuselage together, and then realized, oh crap, I was going to shoot this, but it was too late to take it apart. And I had already done the same thing with the wings and the engine nacelles. In fact, the engine nacelles are basically fully assembled. All that needs doing, in fact, they're not only assembled, but the seams have been fixed. So basically all that needs doing on these is just to attach them to the wings, mask off the interior portions. You can see there's kind of a mixed metallic red and some metallic silver in the intake and the exhaust. I just need to mask those off, and these are ready to paint. So yeah, like I said, I kind of went a little off the rails as for my plan, but we'll be able to salvage it. I'll think of some way to talk at greater length about seam filling and whatnot in that episode, even if it means digging out another scrap model and just kind of demonstrating it on that. As it is, though, once the seams are done, I'll attach all the other little bits. I'll mask off what I have to, and then I'll be ready to paint, which should be in a few days. Depending on what my work schedule is like for the week. I'm off tomorrow. I was off for most of today, so I was able to get a fair bit of work done, but depends on what my Thursday through Saturday look like, and then Sunday I'm playing paintball probably. So it depends on what the rest of my week is looking like, on how much I'll be able to get done. But I should be able to get the bulk of it assembled and ready for painting in a few days. So yeah, the next few episodes will probably come in fairly short order. I'm hoping that I'm able to just suck it up and you know, do it and not be a schmuck about it. But yeah, there's a few more episodes, a few more things I need to focus on, like this is the canopy glass, the windscreen specifically. There's an inner armor part that has some framing that I had to mask and paint. And I'll talk at greater length about masking. Probably not in the next episode, but in the one after that. But we'll see how it works out. And then at that point, then basically I'll be able to put everything together and start painting. Because yeah, I have some creative ways to mask parts. Like specifically, like here for example, here's the assembled wing. I'm just going to attach it temporarily to the fuselage, and if you look on the underside, that is all under the wheel well. You can see the bottom of the cockpit tub and some other mechanical parts and whatnot. Now, in order to save all that from being all that paint work from being destroyed when you go to paint the entire aircraft, well, you got to mask it off. Now, how are you going to do that? There's a lot of ways to do it, and I'll talk at greater length about that when we get to that point. So, like I said, that should be the next episode or the episode following. It just depends on a fair few factors, but we'll see. But it is coming together very well. As I anticipated, you know, as with all of these projects that I start and then abandon for 6 months, I'm usually able to get them finished really quick. But the fit on this thing, aside from a couple little issues, like the fuselage halves in the nose kind of had a little bit of were a little bit askew, but the fit overall between like the wing and the fuselage, and you can see there I've got one of the engine nacelles just attached to the wing, not glued or anything. It just fits so well that there we go. That it just stays in place, as does the wing. So any fit issues that I've had with the model have probably been my own fault. So that said, not really much else to speak of. I'll probably, like I said, I'll hopefully be able to get that that video about the seam filling shot tomorrow, and have it posted by the following day. As for everything else, well, we'll just have to wait and see where we go from here. I've still got quite a stash of unbuilt kits. I've got my new Viper Mark 7. I've got my new Mustang, which I still cannot get over how amazing that kit looks. But I got a long way before I'm going to be skilled enough to do that thing justice. I mean, considering how much photo etch it has, how complicated it is, though I have bought a few, I bought a couple of reference books that'll help me kind of understand a little better about the Mustang. But, you know, some good photo references and whatnot. But, yeah, it's going to be a while before I'm really feeling confident enough to tackle that thing. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep on working on my 262 and go from there. So thank you everyone out there for watching, and happy modeling.